ill. Aries, well, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and somebody has the X. Either you have the X or somebody has the X. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So in today's reading, something about an eerie feeling in knowing people's nasty attitude without asking. It's giving you an eerie feeling. Share your voice. The Priestess. With this energy, I feel like someone wanted to just discard it or toss it to the side. How are you being called to step up and lead? I feel like this person steps up to lead, and somebody want to either discard their intuition or discard what their intuition was telling them. You didn't pray, sir. Our Rab, we have wronged our souls. If you do not forgive us and have mercy on us, we shall certainly be of the losers. Surah number 7, ayat number 23. Ameen. The great mothering, surrender to great mystery, fall into her arms, morning dew, clarity, a fresh start. And I get this energy a lot since Aries season started. I got this energy when it was still like the end of Pisces season. Like I started recording these readings for Aries season in Pisces season. Like it was the end of Pisces season, and I was like, something ended early and something began early. I said that in a previous reading. But this morning dew is clarity, this fresh start, this positive outlook on life. And this is solo dolo energy, because a priestess often walks alone. But it's also something about sharing your voice, coming out the cave, persecution, and expression. I don't know if someone wanted to mute you, or like I saw the card like kind of flipped to the side, like tossed to the wayside. Like someone does not want you talking, or you don't want somebody talking. Surrender to the mystery. This is why. This is what I feel like is why. It's because you have surrendered. This priestess is mysterious, and you fell for this person, this leadership quality. Being a priestess is like doing God's work. It's a leadership quality that comes with it. So in some of my notes, it's like what I'm getting from this overall energy matched the notes I was writing at random, before a few hours ago, before I started recording this reading. Someone or some people are realizing that they're not a player, and that this priestess is an independent energy, and they are codependent on your independence, or you're codependent on someone's independence. If this is not you, Aries, this is happening during Aries season. They're not a player. They're just codependent. And you might feel like you've beat them at, they feel like you beat them at their own game. So if they tried to make you feel like you were defeated in some way, it's because you beat them at their own game. What they're really doing is using reverse psychology and seeking negative attention from you, or you're doing that to somebody. You've done that to somebody, something like that. And it's backfiring because you have to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. You discarded your intuition to be codependent. And they may feel like they got beat at their own game. But the problem is, like, you can't be a player and hate the game that you're playing at the same time. So you can't expect to win if it's going to be a game from the beginning and conclusion. So while somebody's out there running their mouth, you're riding off into the sunset. That's what this gives me. Someone's riding off into the sunset while someone is feeling salty because they're running their mouth to save face. So people are running at the first sign of gusto. I actually wrote that. They're running at the first sign of gusto. Meaning, like, when it's time to show some heart and stand your ground, share your voice, come out of the cave, come out the shadows. I feel like this independent energy gave a platform for somebody to stand up for themselves while they were, somebody had the support so they could speak their voice and come out of the cave, and they didn't do it. So it's like, if you're learning that people don't like you for your authenticity, what does that mean is if you really a hustler or have heart like you say you do, why would running even be on the menu? Like, whether they're on the front line, whether you like Muslims, for example, they the soldiers of the religion because they're on the front line. They stand their ground. They fight. If they when when it's all rigorous honesty, they stand. They the ones that's going to be doing all the fighting. You see what I'm saying? While other people stand back on other sects of religion might stand back on their heels a lot more because they feel like either they're entitled or they feel they entitled by way of riches and material gain, or entitled by way of someone else's spiritual capacity. Okay? And they feel like the person who has the higher spiritual capacity is going to take the lead. So they can like fall back by the wayside. Like, it's a cowardice energy in here. That's just not good. So they may have thought they were it. Like, I'm real, I'm from the street. Like these rappers. Certain rappers make fun of other rappers because they know they're being phony. They just keeping up with a persona. If you really came from where you came from, you wouldn't have these feminine qualities in whatever way that resonates. So it's something about somebody being afraid to go face to face about something or someone. That part has to probably resonates different for everybody. Like how you're afraid to go face to face with what you claim you stand for something. It should be a natural thing to go face to face with whatever or whoever it is. And it's not about controversy, it's about passion. It's about belief. It's about having a heart to stand for what you believe for. And you realizing at this point, or somebody's realizing that, not only do they not like you, they are nothing like you. They're not your friend, except for maybe 0.1% of the people you come and encounter with, or have come and encounter with you. So it's without all that having to do with anything, a fresh new start to everything you were already building is what's happening right now. It's a lot of free spirit, a lot of independent energy. So, and I feel like the people who was perpetrating, who really don't like you, or you don't like them because of their authenticity, they don't want no problems or no agony with you. They rather watch their favorite scary movie, the one where it talks about ghosts in a closet or some shit like that, and they was afraid of it since they was a kid. They don't want no qualms with you because they know you go face to face with whatever it is that's going on. And I think a lot of this is happening during Aries season, or has been happening during Aries season, because we're in April now. You're almost in the middle of April. Lost lands, soul memory, and gifts. You've done this before. So I feel like for some, like you was tapped in or attempting to be tapped in, and you didn't answer the call, or you didn't answer the phone. You went MIA. You were supposed to be doing something and you got scared and you ran back on your heels. That's what it's giving. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Everything unaligned must go. It's like nobody's going to make sense of people when their actions don't add up to what they say. And light body transmission activation. It's like you rose above something. That's like beyond petty. Something that was beyond petty. Because the overall mood is empathic starseed. It's like energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. That's it. People who are mad at what they can't be, it's like they thought they were it. Like how how it feels, I don't think my words are doing justice. Like somebody who talk a good game, and then the real deal shows up, and you start having a conversation with the real deal, you realize what it takes to be that for real. They're not doing that shit. Like, I'm not about that life. I'm not gonna do that. And then they shy away, or they just excuse themselves from the conversation somehow, some way, or you excuse them from the conversation somehow, some way, or they excuse you from that conversation. Either somebody don't like you, or there you go, Aries, house 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. You know yourself to be a certain way. Surrendering to mystery. Why things, you're done trying to understand why things happen the way that they do, or someone's done trying to figure out why things happen the way that they do. It's time to grow spiritually with Jupiter, okay? You realize some of your pentacles is being drained or manipulated like a crack in the foundation, as you will. Why they going in, like, why am I spending money faster than I'm making it, kind of thing. It's too many energies, too many chiefs in the kitchen, not enough Indians. And then you got Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. It's a spiritual journey. It's like philosophical in a way. Like, I want to go learn myself by myself. Because being boys with everybody ain't your boy. Like, they're not going, somebody could have got arrested or could have gotten in trouble. Anybody want to stand up for them? You got Virgo here, integrity, reverence. Somebody is like self-serve, like they like to serve. That's their love, the love language of serving. When you see Virgo, the integrity, the reverence, and the service. They like to be of service to others. So oftentimes, someone is absorbing what's not there, so that you're led to share your voice. Come out of the cave and act on what feels good to you. Like, you see how this cave is black and white. It's all like neutral and pessimistic. And you need to go in color out there. And I like how that body of water, it matched this. It matched the Lost Lands. These are two different decks. But that's blue and that's blue. Something about what that water represents. It's a lot of depth. It looks deep based off how the waves look. That's a big body of water. It's deep. Soul memories and gifts you're starting to become reacquainted with who you are. You've done this before. Remember who you are, Simba. You are the true king. Somebody better get off their ass and assume their position. Somebody needs to take a better leadership position. But if you feel like, if it's you, Aries, and you feel like you do everything for everybody, that's the problem. You're not going to know who your real friends are until you stop doing it. So for whatever reason you couldn't do it, something with Jupiter. Jupiter is on top of lifting the veil, question everything unaligned must go. And that's on top of a fresh start, a positive outlook. You starting to look at people, take people at face value. It's time to grow and expand. I've outgrown the space of limited torts, limited beliefs, one-dimensional mindsets. And they were fixated on it. One-dimensional mindsets, like, I have one way of thinking. You don't bend on it. You just fixated on negativity. Or one way of doing things. Like, yeah, keep an open mind. Like, where's the flexibility? So with Jupiter, Sag is here and Jupiter is here. They're ruled by Jupiter. So there's an ending for a new beginning. I think you've learned your lesson. Yeah, you learned your lesson. You were disrespected one too many goddamn times. Like, I ain't gonna be. And what's on the bottom is the 3 of Swords. It's like, all right, I'm gonna be too many more motherfuckers now. You're not gonna keep talking at me like I'm supposed to be the dullest pencil in the pack, as they say. Like, what is that? Queen of Swords. There's a lot of swords here. So communication. Trying to get revenge by sucking dick, bitch, you cutthroat. I don't know where that came out at, but Two of Wands, like I'm going with that's what I got. I'm going with somebody else, somebody who's a Queen of Swords. It's like, oh, my words don't hurt your feelings no more. I'm gonna go meet somebody else. It's like, and that song is like, dirty bitch trying to take what I work for. I done been through some shit, man. That shit don't hurt, ho. So you might feel betrayed by, you might be looking at somebody different based off of how they was moving. The Five of Swords fell out. That's defeat. That's bullying. Somebody who thought they were smarter than you. Or you thought you were smarter than somebody and they wised up to your games or peep game. There's a lot of game playing here. Okay. The Queen of Swords could have wised up and said, I'm out of here. That's Libra energy. I'm not gullible. I'm not weak. I'm not easygoing like that. Okay? You getting it twisted. See, I'm trying to bond with you. Like, we clearly get along or got along. I'm trying to bond with you, but you getting the shit fucked up. You getting the shit twisted. You ain't about to play in my face, insult my intelligence, talk about me behind my back, try to make me look some kind of way. That's that airy-ass feeling when you pick up on people's nasty-ass attitude towards you, or somebody picked up on your nasty-ass attitude towards them. Like, you getting it twisted. Okay. I got 2 Leo cards back to back that I wanted to flip over. Or Leo energy. The Sun and the Six of Wands. Somebody think they hot shit that you got them pregnant or they got pregnant by you. Or you got pregnant by them. This is petty. Because it's right next to the Five of Swords. The Two of Wands. I don't know who decided to do that. But... like, I'm done being receptive. This is receptive energy. The Queen of Swords, it's like, I'll listen to what you have to say, but if you start talking crazy, this sword is coming down. Like, I'm axing it. It's a wrap. It's time to learn something new. With this Wands, that's fire energy. That could be the Jupiter Sagittarius energy. And then you got the Sun and the Six of Wands. So it's working out for you to have this fresh glow. Now for the women... or for anybody who wears makeup. Because men wear makeup too. And there's no discrimination. That's what they do. Sometimes. That fresh look. Somebody has a morning dewy, like summery, a skin routine. To make their skin look natural. Even if they have makeup on, and make it look like they don't have no makeup on. And don't forget. Let's not forget. You're a badass. Okay, this is that Queen of Swords. Somebody went cold on your ass. You know, disrespected them too much. I think they feel rather bored and apathetic that you would even go out your way to make them feel like this. Now they letting you know, I'm a badass. I'm full of life, love, and possibilities. Okay, I hope this experience helped you to your path to your best self, because I don't want to stand in your way. That's what this is giving me. And now they feel salty. Somebody thought they was doing something. But someone ran. Someone was supposed to stand on that front line. This is a warrior spirit, this Queen of Swords. Like, somebody really thought they could talk the talk. But when it came time to showing up, they was on their knees. 3 of Wands. Next opportunity. That's what I heard. Somebody really took on another opportunity because they can't go face to face like you go face to face. 8 of Swords. It eats them up every day. It eats them up in knowing that they kind of look over their shoulder a lot. Like, I don't know. It's like, I always think I see that person. I see that person in everybody when I'm walking, like, amongst the public. I feel small. I feel like a guppy. I feel like a shrimp with this Page of Cups. Somebody know they're a chump. Somebody know you know they're a punk. Like, they know that you realize that them coming to you was always this energy. The differences. The levels of maturity. The differences. You're servicing yourself. You're not servicing others, is what I heard. You're not in the business of others. Like, if somebody is realizing how codependent they are because of you, you done took off somewhere. As soon as I said that, the Eight of Wands, I split the deck. The Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands is on the bottom. Take them. And guess what? The Emperor and the King of Swords is there too. So what I see with the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles is, I see Facebook. I see you using a social media platform, or the advice is to use of all the social media platforms, use Facebook, because I'm seeing entrepreneurs I see you joining new social groups with the Fresh Start, with the Question Everything, and the Jupiter is on top of that. Okay, this is all part of your journey. Rejection is always God's protection, but we are talking about what this means, what this fresh start really looks like for you. Growth and expansion. Meet new friends via social media. And I'm seeing Facebook over Instagram and YouTube, because Facebook has those group pages where you can link with other entrepreneurs and make friends with other people from around the world. That's what Facebook was originally made for college students, to link up from all around the world. So you're doing that. You're meeting new entrepreneurs from all around the world, and you're making friends with them. You're networking with them. You're working with them. And that's what unaligns you with the dumb shit. So your fresh start can be positive with growth and expansion. You're done giving to everybody. And everybody's taking that offer that you give with them, because they know your power. Okay? They just didn't realize you act on you knowing your power. Knowing it and acting on it is two different things. So they'll take you'll school somebody or share something with somebody and teach them something, and they'll take that offer and play games with somebody else with it. You see that with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Then somebody want to come in. You don't even waste time blocking people. So, I want to know more. The Aries, or for what's happening in the Aries season. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everyone. Something with defenses is up. Like, your defenses is up. It's no arguing. Like, when I see that seven, when I split the deck, there was a Seven of Wands and the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very intelligent, fair, and reasonable. Their defenses is up. You may want to beat somebody down, but you're not acting on it. So what's on the bottom is the spirit of the people. And what about the spirit of the people? How people could be so cunning, but so dumb. And retreat. They get what they want and they run away. They don't know how to keep the algorithm up. I see that. Poor economics, because people are disgusting. They're like so dead set in their laziness. It's a lot of laziness. And they're fixed in it. And it's a tragedy. It's tragic. See people do that shit. They know how to beg for survival. So you could have mistaken someone for being a hustler, and they just beg for survival. They get what they siphon for what they need, whether it be through sex or any other means, and then they retreat. They take it back and go apply it to something else or someone else. But let me tell you something. If it's you, if this is being done to you, Aries, I feel like someone's teaching you a valuable lesson. But you also you learned your lesson by way of ignoring the call, ignoring yourself, being a pleaser, being there for everybody else. And what's more important? The perfect stranger. This people you know, because that's in reverse. And I don't read these cards in reverse, but why did they come out upside down? This is the perfect stranger. This could be like an angel in disguise. So maybe you were... So, okay. Fuck this. Aries, you got to get told a thing or two. You was not no stranger. You knew this person wasn't no stranger, and you was not no stranger. And it was you who did this to somebody. With the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. This was you who was being cutthroat to somebody with this King of Swords. Okay? Trying to be concise. You always do that. The King of Swords is somebody who's fixed in how they are. And inflexible. They're inflexible. And when you met, you knew who this person was. This person was not a stranger. You already had that inner knowing. With the Marine Priestess is the intuition. Some with the intuition. This person shares their voice. It's time you start doing the same thing, is what I heard. You do this to a lot of people. And for the people who don't do shit like that, this is a dark empath. This is what I'm seeing. This is like someone who's dark. They haven't really overcome, or really they're met with the challenge of not knowing how to deal with heartbreak and rejection of things that inflicts pain. So it turns them into the same betrayer. They bring a lot of heartbreak because there's no follow through. You're starting to learn your lesson with that because you might need your real friends right now. It's a pivotal point in life and you need your real friends. But now it's like, just like I can say that to Aries. Aries is like, well, the shit was done to me. So what? The shit was done to me. It's time to stop that shit. It's time for a fresh start. It's time for a positive outlook. It's time to grow and expand. It's basically time to grow up. You got a King and Queen of Swords on the board. So this Queen of Swords is matching your King of Swords, and now you don't like it. It's like trying to get revenge by sucking dick. Bitch, you cutthroat. Nobody said she sucked dick, but she cold as ice towards you. So now you think the worst case scenario is going to happen is like she going to go fuck somebody else. Or this person left me to go do anything else but be around me. That's because I left them. It's like some with arrogance and believing that this person was going to be there when you got back. This person is not there. The person is gone. I don't know what you heard through the grapevine, but the person is not there. And you don't say nothing. Now you look over your shoulder. That's what I saw with this. It's like everywhere I go, I kind of see the person's face. But it's not them. Deja vu. Thank you. Deja vu. Something's been illuminated. It's a love language. Somebody's a truth teller because they care. That's what that Queen of Swords told me to the King of Swords. Someone is a for real, like they scared that King of Swords is scared to face that Queen of Swords because they're a truth teller. So now you know the truth. You have insight. Something about insight. So that's what's lifting the veil about. That's what lifting that veil was about. And that's what that independent energy was about. This person shares, you're codependent on somebody's independence, or you're codependent on somebody's independence. And you're supposed to be, you're somebody who, a dark empath is somebody who is of service to others. But when you start absorbing energy that's not yours, you have to realize that is not even my character. You listen to some of the things people say you put them through. It's like, that's not even my character. Those are jinns. Okay, because you don't have the right spiritual backing, the right spiritual protection. Just like that perfect stranger card was upside down. That's an angel in disguise that comes in the form of a man sometimes. And it's upside down. So you don't have the spiritual protection. So that's something to be mindful about. It's something to go repent. But what you have to understand is, from a religious standpoint, Adam does not have to fear his sins. He can go repent and his sins will be forgiven. It don't have to be a male figure. It could be a female figure. That's all mankind. feeling like that made you separate, you trying to separate yourself from the rest. So even if you're not getting it right with how you're going about understanding yourself to be independent or individual, cut above the rest, it's coming off, it's giving I have to grow into myself more. I have to find my way into myself to realize just how much of an individual I am from everybody else. With that optimism, the exploration, and freedom, this is somebody else's energy. So you saw an earth, somebody who is very secure and serene in their accountabilities as someone who's in service to others, are empathic, naturally compassionate. You hear them be nicknamed like an earth angel or a healer or something like that, like somebody who likes to show up for other people. You saw that in that person because that's how you are. Okay. What's flipping out? House 3. That's Gemini energy. That's early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind and communication. The way you two could communicate, you knew who that person was. So why you run the other way out of fear is like perhaps you fear mankind or the fear of disappointment of someone else rather than disappointing. You're supposed to step up and do God's work. And you didn't do it because you feared disappointing somebody else, a group of friends, somebody who you know, somebody who you've been around, a group of people you've been around. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be family in some way, whether by blood or marriage. Doesn't matter. But when you met this person, you had an instant recognition, a soul's recognition. Like Gemini energy is quick-witty. They're witty. They're sharp. They learn quick. They catch on quick. So you knew. And then you got Cancer on the bottom. That's about family. That's all about nurture, comfort, and protection. Maybe you thought you were protecting this person by abandonment. You fed this person abandonment issues. But this person's not triggered by their abandonment. They are leading something. They're leading the way. They're sharing their voice. They're not scared. And that's what pissed you off, is that they're not scared. So you thought it would be okay to disrespect. It's something that's disrespect. Somebody was met with disrespect. And they're not scared to face you and let you know about that disrespect. But meanwhile, the other person is running because they're scared to face you because they disrespected, because they were disrespectful. Aries, here you go. Cancer, there you go. Independent. The only thing you need to be nurturing right now and focusing on right now is you. You need emotional support. That's what I'm saying, is what Aries is independent, bravery, passion. I'm scared to step out there because I fear I don't have the support. And then you got House 3. Someone doesn't know how to communicate their emotions because they're stumped, emotionally stumped. So I throw myself into work. Honestly, that work attitude is a persona. That's a storefront. You really hustle people out of their time. You don't like somebody's codependent because you got House 1. That's Aries energy. You like somebody's independence or respect somebody's independence. And you got ambition. That's Capricorn. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. You're very calculated, cold and calculated. And there's mutable. The mutable signs. So there's your Virgo, your Gemini, your Pisces, your Sag. Surrender, fluidity. Yeah, this fresh start for somebody else is methodical and calculated and how they're moving. That's that Queen of Swords. They're meeting you, they don't know. They no longer want to feed into the emotional depth they have for you. So they are no longer investing in that. They're not afraid to communicate that, but you're afraid to hear them say that. And last but not least, they fixed on it. Like, there's a fixated energy. House 5 is Leo. That's a fixed energy. And house 2 is a Taurus. That's a fixed energy. This fresh start is about physical security, possessions, material value, and self-worth. You can't just roll around on somebody's body and take from somebody physically, spiritually. This person's is not dumb to your game. And then you got Aquarius on the bottom. They catch on quick too. Originality, progressive, imagines philanthropy. Like, you could have tried to publicly humiliate this person and they make it look good. How that bounce back is like innovative. They're very creative people. Because they got big hearts. Like you got Leo and Aquarius here. That's a big, generous hearted people, a group of people. And they're balanced energies because they oppose of each other. So needless to say, these are all fixed energies. You got Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus here. The only fixed sign that's not here is Scorpio. And because of that, there's no emotions on the forefront. And their heart, I don't think that their heart is hardened about it because they got house 1. That's playful energy. They're not the dark empath about it. You are. They made you feel dumb. And they fixated in that energy. It's like, damn. Somebody is like retracing those methodical steps they used against the other person, whoever that embodies that Queen of Swords energy. Because they going toe to toe with you now. Like, let's go. This is warrior spirit. Like, I'm direct, concise, straight to your face, straight to the point. And that fixed energy, like Scorpios are deep in their feelings. This ain't that. Nope. You got every fixed sign but that. And none of these other fixed signs, except for Leo, would be the next one to practice that passion as a storefront. But the overall tone, I like how Aquarius was on the bottom. So that's the overall tone. So this person may come off aloof, uninterested, bored, and apathetic to anything you may have to say. One thing about Aquarius is like, they are very loyal creatures. They will give their everything to you. They'll give you everything. Until they realize you cross the line with them, they don't look at you the same after that. They may forgive you, but they don't look at you the same. You'll never get the old me again. This person's on some Michael Corleone shit. That's why you scared. You're scared to face him. Somebody's real scared to face somebody. And now it's like they don't, the reason they're starting to realize now the reason they can't let go of their emotional space is because it's deep. This is a deep feeling energy. Cancerian energy is a deep feeling energy. You can't play with their feelings like that. And you kind of like jump the gun and thinking that you trying to protect yourself. No, you would just be honest. You was just running game. Get honest. With house 3, with Gemini, keep it real. You was running game. You was running game on somebody, or you run game on people. Where's that card at? You run game on people. And this time, you was made to look at yourself. Because this person wasn't supposed to... You weren't supposed to do that. Now, to give you... To sum it all up... Training day. He's this hot-head. He was troublemaker. He was having his way that whole movie until he snapped on a Russian. He got into a fight with a Russian, beat the shit out of him. And the Russians told him he had to pay up or they coming after him. You notice that's what that whole movie, him running around extorting people, was to get that money up. Briefly in the middle of the movie, he sat down and had a conversation where somebody had to let him know, like, the Russians, they're not playing. You got to come with that money or they coming after you. So somehow, whatever the group of people that was like, they felt powerless to this person, to maybe your charm or your grace. They felt powerless to him because he was bullying his own people. It was a whole project full of people, and they turned on him at the end. Like, go ahead, Jake, we got your back. Jake took off with the money, and that changed his fate. And he got what he got. So that's how I feel like somebody got what they got. You reap what you sow, kind of thing. So now you realize you're codependent to somebody's independence. They could survive without you. Now the shoe is on the other foot, and you can't survive without them. That's what I'm getting. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Aries. Until next time.